Good evening, everyone. I hereby convene the 2019 commencement for Edison State Community College. This is a joyful celebration for all of us, and it affirms the central mission and values of our academic community. I now call upon Professor Steve Sykes to deliver the invocation.
Creator, we all come from different places, hold different values, and cherish different beliefs. Yet today we are united in gratitude. In a world where many cannot study, we are thankful for the achievements, degrees, and honors that we celebrate today. In a world where many have no future, we are thankful for dreams, hopes, and plans that have been cultivated here in this community. In a world where many have no community, we are thankful for the support of our mentors, professors, family, and friends. Tonight we look toward tomorrow. This is not an ending, but a commencement, a beginning of a new way to look at our world, an opportunity to give back, an opportunity to serve our community, and an opportunity to start over. Students have met their goals, and we celebrate that tonight. Tomorrow they will set new goals and be on a new path to different experiences, different dreams, and different destinies. So graduates, let us be thankful tonight. You may be pleased what you have done here, so celebrate your success. Your parents, children, family, and friends are proud of you, so celebrate your success. The faculty and staff here are proud of you, so celebrate your success. Thank you for your grand pursuit of knowledge and discovery. Congratulations, best wishes, and many blessings. Amen.
Please be seated. On behalf of the faculty and staff of Edison State Community College, I welcome all of those who are part of our graduation ceremony this evening. Welcome parents, spouses, children, other family and friends, and above all, we greet our members of the classes of August and December 2019 and May 2019. We are proud of you and we hope that this ceremony this evening will become a treasured memory of your accomplishments. You will find today's commencement ceremony filled with the pomp and circumstance of high ritual, the academic procession of the faculty and the graduates that you just witnessed, the very robes we are wearing, the academic mace, and the words we will utter in conferring degrees are all rituals and symbols that go back to the first medieval colleges and universities. As all rituals do, they serve as a continuous reminder of our academic origins, of long-standing collegiate traditions, and they are a celebration of our shared values as a community of scholars. We are, after all, one of the longest-lived of civilization's social institutions. We often refer to a college graduation ceremony as taking the walk. Graduates, families, and honored guests, I ask that you all reflect this evening in particular on the symbolism of taking the walk across the stage. Each aspect of the walk across this stage reprises a critical step in your academic journey. Graduates, you will be signaled and guided into line by our student services staff, much as those departments greeted and guided you into your application and enrollment at Edison State. You then will walk up the stage, up the steps to the stage, representing your individual acceptance of the challenges you would face in higher education. Your dean, representing the Edison State faculty, will greet you and call your name, just as you were greeted and called upon in your Edison State classes. You then will commence your walk across the stage. I hope that you savor that walk. Don't rush the moment and allow all of us, the faculty, staff, your fellow students, and most importantly, your family, your friends, and your supporters. Allow all of us to share in the pride and joy of that moment. The walk represents all of the work, sacrifice, laughter, tears, doubt, and accomplishments that you have experienced in your time here at Edison State Community College. The Chief Financial Officer of Edison State, Mr. John Shishoff, will provide your diploma covers, symbolizing the support of the finance, safety, IT, and facilities branches of our college. As the official representative of Edison State Community College, I then have the pleasure of greeting and congratulating each of you. This symbolizes your official status as a college graduate. On behalf of your governor, state, counties, and cities, Mrs. Tammy Baird Ganley, Chair of the Board of Trustees, will then offer you congratulations and affirm the commitment of the trustees to your ongoing success. Finally, you will step off the stage and return to your seats, symbolizing your return to your community and to your friends and family. But you return as a different person, different from that person who took those initial steps a few years ago, or perhaps many years ago. You are now a scholar. You are a college graduate. You are a winner. Your lives and those of your family are forever changed for the better. Good jobs, special scholarships, further education, and other opportunities available only to college graduates are now open to you. And unlike many other things, your diploma or certificate does not fade in value. It does not have an expiration date. It does not become replaced by the latest model. Almost half of the graduates of the class of 2019 are the first in their families to earn a college degree. So many of you return to your communities as a symbol of hope and success. As you return to your homes and neighborhoods as Edison State Community College graduates, I personally have one request for you. I ask you to take on a responsibility. During this season of graduations and graduation parties, you will no doubt hear someone say that they wished they had gone to college, or that they wished they had finished their college. I ask that you reach out to those people and urge at least one other person to take the step toward becoming a college graduate. Whether you guide them towards Edison State or some other college, take time to encourage someone to go to school or to go back to school. Because it's you and your stories that are the most sincere and compelling message for anyone looking for a better future through education. You can use your personal experience and your success to set someone else on the path, and they can take their walk across the stage. Therefore, graduates and everyone here this evening, take a breath, relax, enjoy the beauty and the meaning of our graduation rituals. Take your time across the stage and allow us to savor the moment of achievement and joy. Tonight marks a milestone in completing your educational goals and coming ever closer to realizing your dreams. Thank you for choosing Edison State Community College as your educational partner. We wish you nothing but the best in your bright futures, and again, congratulations. Thank you. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce to you those joining us on the platform today. Please rise when I call your name. Mrs. Tammy Baird Ganley, Chair of the Board of Trustees. Mrs. Marvella Fletcher, Vice Chair of the Board of Trustees. Mr. Gary Heitmeyer, Member of the Board of Trustees, Shelby County. Mr. Jim Oda, Member of the Board of Trustees, Miami County. Mrs. Elizabeth Gutman, Member of the Board of Trustees, Miami County. Mr. Gary Bensman, Member of the Board of Trustees, Shelby County. Dr. Phil Dubbs, Member of the Board of Trustees, Darke County. Mr. Tom Milligan, Member of the Board of Trustees, Shelby County. Mr. Darrell Mahaffey, Member of the Board of Trustees, Darke County. We are honored to have with us Dr. Kenneth Ewell, President Emeritus of Edison State Community College. Also joining us, Mr. John Shishoff, Vice President of Administration and Finance. Mr. John Warner, Chairman of the Edison Foundation. Dr. Cassie Barlow, President of the Southwestern Ohio Council of Higher Education and our keynote speaker. Mr. Chris Spradlin, Provost. Dr. Tony Heumann, Dean of Professional and Technical Programs. Dr. Paul Heinz, Dean of Arts and Sciences. Dear graduates, there are many people who wish to bring congratulations and greetings to you this evening. Edison State Community College is guided by a board of trustees. These representatives dedicate hours of service and expertise without any compensation other than the personal reward of supporting your success at our community college. The board has been very supportive and committed to the success of our community college students. This evening, the chair of the board, Mrs. Tammy Baird-Ganley, brings you greetings on their behalf.
Good evening. On behalf of Edison State Board of Trustees, we welcome the class of 2019 and all of our guests to Edison State Community College's 44th commencement. We truly appreciate that each of you have taken time to join us and share in this evening with our graduates. Tonight, in the audience, we have children, we have siblings, significant others, parents, and grandparents who in countless ways have been the support system behind these students in their quest toward earning their college degree. You can be certain, if I could speak on their behalf tonight, would be to say that there are two simple words which come to mind throughout their journey, those being thank you. And to our faculty and staff, we thank you as well for your continued efforts and endless dedication and support to each of our graduates as we salute their many accomplishments. Tonight, as we celebrate our graduates' achievements, we recognize the class of 2019 and applaud each of you in achieving your dream, a dream for a big future, a future which begins tonight. We are honored that you have chosen Edison State Community College for your higher education experience. And as you move forward from this evening, may each step take you toward a future of great significance. Again, congratulations to each of you.
Thank you, Chair Baird-Ganley. Many of the graduates here this evening are recipients of scholarships funded through the efforts of the Edison Foundation. The Edison Foundation also supports faculty innovation and excellence, along with ensuring state-of-the-art classrooms and facilities. Please welcome Mr. John Warner, Chairman of the Edison Foundation.
Good evening, friends, and thank you, Dr. Larson, for allowing me on behalf of the Foundation to applaud and recognize the 2019 graduating class for their outstanding work and achievements. The mission of the Foundation is to assist Edison in meeting the educational and community service goals throughout our region. It has been our privilege to work with the college and our generous supporters as together we provide numerous scholarship opportunities for our students. We extend our congratulations to all of the graduates and their families on your accomplishments, which are celebrated here tonight in your commencement ceremony. We at the Foundation wish you all the best as you embark on your quest towards a bright future. As you chart your journey, we encourage you to appreciate and serve others, to pay forward whenever possible, to never give up on your dreams, to always work for the common good in your communities, and then certainly share the valuable knowledge and education that you have gained while a student here at Edison State. As your values and character help decide your next steps, we say to you, well done. Congratulations on your accomplishments, and again, we wish you the best for a successful future. Now, as graduates of this excellent institution, the Foundation encourages each of you to join us in continuing to support the goals and future of Edison State. And always remember, you are part of a greater community known as an Edison State Charger alumni. Congratulations again, and thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Warner. And now please welcome Vice Chair of the Edison State Community College Board of Trustees, Mrs. Marvella Fletcher, who will introduce our keynote speaker for this evening.
Tonight, I would like to introduce to you Edison State's 2019 commencement speaker, Dr. Cassie B. Barlow. Dr. Barlow is the interim president of SOCHE, which is the Southwestern Ohio Council for Higher Education. Through SOCHE's multiple programs, Dr. Barlow is focused on collaboration among SOCHE's 23 college and university members, as well as the professional development of faculty, staff, and the workforce needs of almost 200,000 students at the regional institutions. Dr. Barlow is familiar with leading multiple activities. She was the 88th Air Wing, Base Wing, and Installation Commander at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. In that role, she commanded one of the largest air base wings in the Air Force, with more than 5,000 Air Force military, civilian, and contractor employees. Dr. Barlow retired from active duty with the U.S. Air Force as a colonel in 2014. Dr. Barlow was commissioned in 1988 as a distinguished graduate of Georgetown University, Washington, D.C. Following graduation, she was assigned to her first of 13 assignments which spanned the globe. Dr. Barlow earned a Bachelor of Psychology degree from Georgetown University in Washington, D.C., a Master of Clinical Psychology degree from Chapman University in Orange County, California, and a Ph.D. from Rice University in Houston, Texas. Additionally, Dr. Barlow holds a master's degree in military operational art and science and a master's degree in national security. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Cassie Barlow.
Well, good evening. So I'm driving up here this evening, and I get a call from my 22-year-old daughter, who is getting ready to sit in a chair much like all of you in a few weeks. And she said, "Mom, so you're heading up to Edison State, right?" And I said, "Yes, that's where I'm going." And she said, "You're going to give the keynote, right?" And I said, "Yes, that's what I'm going to do." And she said, "Mom, remember the 2 B's of public speaking." So, okay, honey, what are the 2 B's of public speaking? Be brief, Mom, be brief. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. So good evening, everyone, President Larson, faculty, staff, family, and most of all, graduates. It is truly an honor to be here. this evening. Thank you very, very much for the invitation to celebrate with you this evening and with the Edison State Class of 2019. I'd like to take this opportunity to offer you my congratulations and best wishes. I read through your accomplishments, and you are a pretty impressive group. And our country is in good hands with leaders like you going out into our world to contribute. This has been a year of success for Edison State. You've had large increases in online course enrollment, increases in College Credit Plus, high school enrollment, record-setting accomplishments in women's volleyball, and men's and women's basketball. And in addition, Edison State athletes were second in the state for academic achievement. Your foundation led you to the highest levels of new funding in college history, and you opened a new campus in Eaton, Ohio, to support the agricultural industry. These are just a few of the highlights for this year. So congratulations to the entire Edison State community for a very, very successful year. I would like to start this evening by thanking a special group of people that is here with us, our faculty and staff. I grew up with a mother and a father that were educators and later in life education staff. So I know what you do. And I know that you don't do it for the money. I know that it's a labor, but I also know that it's a labor of love, and I know what you do for our society is immeasurable. So thank you very much for what you do. I'd like to thank another important group that is here with us this evening, our families. None of us would be where we are today without the loving support of our families. So I'd like to ask for a minute for all of our family members of the graduates who are here this evening to please stand so that we can recognize you. All of you. All right, graduates, now you know where your family is. So this evening, I'm just going to take a few minutes of your time to share some inspiration from a book that I really love and from one of my favorite songs and a little bit of advice to go with it. First, the book, and I know what you're thinking. I just graduated and I have to listen to someone talk about a book. It's going to be short. Has anyone in the audience, raise your hand, has anyone read Malcolm Gladwell's book, Outliers? A few people, okay. Thanks for admitting that. It's called Outliers, the Story of Success. And he profiles 75 exceptional individuals, the best in their fields. He studied such outliers and found that being smart or talented did not necessarily translate to success. In fact, he found at least two shared characteristics that set the best apart from the bunch. One is that they amassed the equivalent of 10,000 hours of practice before reaching the pinnacle of their careers. In other words, Kobe Bryant didn't just stroll out onto the court and dominate, and Yo-Yo Ma certainly did more than half-heartedly pluck at his cello in between marathon Call of Duty sessions. They spent hours, days, weeks, and years unbelievably hard to achieve great success, harder than the others who became merely good. The other common factor is that the great ones were all provided with and took advantage of unique opportunities in their lives. Bill Gates, for example, was given unprecedented access at the age of 13 to tinker with a powerful mainframe computer. More recently, 6th grader Thomas Suarez was invited to give a TED Talk on the successful iPad apps that he developed, one of which, you may know, is a Justin Bieber whack-a-mole game. It's actually a bargain at just 99 cents. And Thomas was able to program these apps because he had a passion. He did his own research, and when he asked his parents to pay the $99 fee to access Apple's software development kit, they said yes. And now millions of people with pent-up Bieber rage are able to vent their frustrations by poking at him on a high-resolution touchscreen. Oh, and though he cited Steve Jobs as an inspiration, Thomas actually spends time giving back to his community, sharing his knowledge with his classmates, and teaching classes on programming. The fact that you're here today is proof that you've worked diligently and made the most of the opportunities afforded you by your parents, your families, your school, and your community. Now, how do we take that book, what that book offers, and turn it into something that you can use every day? Simple. Let's use a song. One of my favorites. It's by Leanne Womack, and it's called I Hope You Dance. I'm sure you've heard it many times. This song was written to express a parent's wishes to their children. Womack said that you can't hear the lyrics and not think about our hope for the future, which is all of you, and what we want for you. So as the song says, this is where my daughter would say, please don't sing, please don't sing. Don't worry, I'm not going to sing. Just tell you a line from the song. Promise me that when you get the choice to sit it out or dance, I hope you dance. So a little advice. Throughout my career, I've often been asked, how did you get to where you are today? The answer is pretty simple. One step at a time. My journey in the Air Force was 26 years, and I've been retired now for almost 5 years from the Air Force. Just like you, it started with one step. It took training, it took preparation, it took education. Education has never been as important as it is today. For the first time ever in the history of our great nation, the percentage of the American population aged 25 and older that completed high school or higher levels of education reached 90% in 2017. The nation has made great strides in education since 1940, when only 24% of people aged 25 and older had finished 4 years of high school or more. In contrast, 77 years later, high school education is viewed as a prerequisite for many jobs in the modern economy, which helps explain the record 90% high school completion rate today. Education is the theory and the foundation upon which all journeys begin. Your practical starts tomorrow. Some of you will go on to complete bachelor's degrees, others will complete master's degrees, and others will search out special certifications. But all of you have one thing in common. You want to do better in the future. You want to make tomorrow better than today, and you have a collective goal. To contribute to your region and your state and your nation, to make society a better place through your contributions. Dr. Martin Luther King is an example of someone in our history who was focused on making society a better place. He said the ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands in times of challenge and controversy. A person can face these times of challenge and controversy with strong core principles. Let me give you some examples of some principles that I've learned that have served me well. First, don't walk past a problem. This simply means that when you see something wrong, you should not only have the physical courage, but the moral courage to try to do something about it. Second, if you don't shoot, you can't score. You have to take chances. You can't fear failure. The only thing worse than failure is fearing failure. Failure's not bad. If you pick up yourself, learn from your mistakes, and try again. Next, it's better to wear out than to rust out. Stay active. Stay active in physical endeavors, spiritual endeavors, and mental endeavors. You can't have one without the other. They are all important. Finally, family is very important. Don't forget to spend time with your family. Don't forget to thank your family, especially on days like today. One day our careers will all come to an end. Make sure that your career doesn't outlast your family. Before I conclude, I want to thank you for your focus on education, on making the world a better place. America must succeed in its latest endeavors. The stakes are very, very high. If we don't win, we lose it for our children, and it's far too important to do that. So when you leave here today to continue to reach for the stars, take what your educators, your school, and your family have given you and use it to make your life better and to make life better for everyone around you. America will be a much better place. And in closing, with Memorial Day not far off in our future, I hope you'll all take a moment to remember those who gave their all for the service of our country and those who still serve all around the world. Godspeed to all of you, and God bless our great country. Thank you.
I now call upon the Edison State Community College Provost, Mr. Chris Spradlin, to present the candidates for certificates and associate degrees.
Thank you. Will the graduates please stand? Dr. Larson, these are the candidates for the degrees of Associate of Arts, Associate of Science, Associate of Applied Business, Associate of Applied Science, and Associate of Technical Studies, along with the candidates for certificates from the following career pathways: Arts, Humanities, and Communication, Science and Mathematics, Business, Engineering and Manufacturing, Health Sciences, Information Technology, and Social and Public Services. These candidates have completed the curriculum prescribed for their degrees as approved by the Board of Trustees of Edison State Community College. Upon the recommendation of the faculty, I present them to you that you may confer upon them the aforementioned degrees and certificates.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Edison State Community College, I hereby confer upon you the degrees of Associate of Arts, Associate of Science, Associate of Applied Business, Associate of Applied Science, and Associate of Technical Studies, along with certificates from the following career pathways: Arts, Humanities, and Communication, Science and Mathematics, Business, Engineering and Manufacturing, Health Sciences, Information Technology, and Social and Public Services. I admit you to the rights, privileges, and prerogatives pertaining thereto. Graduates, you may now change your tassels.
We will now present the degrees and certificates to the graduates from the Arts, Humanities, and Communication career pathway and the Science and Mathematics career pathway. Graduates, please come forward to be greeted by President Larson and Mrs. Tammy Barrett Ganley, Chair of the Edison State Community College Board of Trustees.
Brandon Albert Ray. Haley R. Anderson. Claire Lynn Merle. Elon Lee Royals. Alicia Royals. Jacob T. Clements. Gabriella Joy Clinton. Carissa Neal. Mason Dole. Robert William Donnelly Ford. Brianna Ann Eves. Brenton Edward Michael Cosner. Lauren E. Gray. Kylie Nicole Brillia. Jennifer J. Elman. Lacey Enger. Derek Allen Jennings. Madison Nicole Little. Jack Linzer. Shelley Parsons. Maren Jane Noel Reese. Shelby Marie Parsons. Alexis Hayes Romaine. Sophie Addison Spitler. Grace Margaret Strawbell. Taylor Rochelle Sullivan. Jalen Monica Waits. Dylan Michael Welch.
We will now present the degrees and certificates to the graduates from the Business Career Pathway, the Engineering and Manufacturing Career Pathway, and the Information Technology Career Pathway. Graduates, please come forward to be greeted by President Larson and Mrs. Tammy Baird Genley, Chair of the Edison State Community College Board of Trustees.
Mrs. Catherine Trump. Cynthia Gray. Elizabeth Martin. Randy Shepard. Samantha Lynn Stewart. Marissa Tenneke. Melissa Lynn Tucker. Miranda Dunlap. A. Jeanette Schneider. Kristen Marie Zwiebel. Olivia Joy Arnett. Kyle Henry Jackson. Danielle Nelson. Israel Shane Carey. Nicholas Randall. Jerry Wilson. Jacob Garrity. Ed Williams. Megan Regine Carr. Seth Allen Philby. Joseph Anthony Loddy. Jordan Chris. Jennifer Marie Davis. Caitlin Lazar. Laura Kent. Kayla Marie Coates. Amber Gorman.
To all of our degree and certificate recipients today, you've worked hard inside and outside the classroom, and I congratulate you on a job well done. Your alma mater, which means nourishing mother, is now Edison State Community College, and we hope that you will remain connected to this outstanding institution as active and supportive alumni. Congratulations again, and best wishes for a healthy, happy, and successful future. Before we conclude, we've mentioned some of these groups previously, but I want to make sure that we recognize a few more groups. Our dedicated and talented faculty and staff have provided these graduates with superior teaching, advice, guidance, and many other forms of assistance. Would the faculty, staff, and emeriti faculty and staff of Edison State Community College please stand and accept our appreciation. We would also like to recognize the graduates who have achieved honors status in their studies. Those graduating with honors earned a GPA of 3.5 to 3.74. Those graduating with high honors earned a GPA of 3.75 to 3.99. And those graduating with highest honors earned a GPA of a perfect 4.0. Would all of our honors graduates please stand so that we may congratulate you. Seated. Edison State Community College has always valued and honored those who have served our country in the armed services. And we would like to continue that tonight and invite all of the veterans from our graduates and in the audience to please stand so that we may say thank you for your service. We are proud of you, and thank you for being a part of tonight. The veterans, please stand. And finally, we'll give a shout out one more time to the family and friends of our graduates. They were recognized earlier, and I won't make you stand again, but graduates, please show your appreciation to your family and friends. All right. The ceremony tonight will conclude with our recessional. Please rise as the recessional leaves the gymnasium. Friends and family members will be able to meet with their graduates in the courtyard outside the south doors of the building. Thank you. Have a good night.